Oh, the deposit. How much of a deposit should I put down? Well, my name is Fady Khudair. I'm a local realtor with Sutton Group Ottawa. And let's jump into the channel. If you want to learn anything about real estate, this is a channel for you. So let's get going. Talk about the deposit. So what is the deposit and how much deposit should I put down? The deposit is really the ability for the buyer to tell the seller that, hey, I love this place. I'm willing to part away with a portion of my money and put it as a security for this deal to move forward. It's always a portion of your down payment, right? So for example, if there is multiple folks that are coming in and they're like, you feel like this particular house is a hot commodity, you might want to consider putting in a higher deposit. It only shows that seller that you're really invested and you're put a lot more skin in the game to get and secure that asset. How much of a deposit? It really all depends. Sometimes the bare minimum deposit that people look for, if I'm selling something around $500,000, I want to see at least $15,000 to $20,000 coming in. So it's always about 2 to 3%, maybe 4% of the purchase price. Now, if you're in a situation where there's multiple offers, well, the sky is the limit. At that point, you want to show more skin in the game and you want to maybe increase that deposit, which at the end of the day, the deposit comes with a security. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the security after, but let's talk a little bit more about the amount. It doesn't matter. It's really, at the end of the day, as long as the buyer and the seller comes to an agreement, that amount could be 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20%, it doesn't matter. It's always going to be a portion of your down payment regardless, and it's always going to be something that is a security that you can get back. So what do we mean by a security? Security is basically, I'm putting down the deposit, I'm telling the landlord, or in this situation, the seller, hey, I'm looking to purchase this property and I want to secure it with putting down the deposit while I go and do my due diligence, whether it's being, checking out the house in terms of inspection, in terms of, the well has enough water, in terms of the septic was working out okay. And in the event, again, because it's the deposit, in the event that it doesn't check out, all of those things, they are not up to my standard, I have the option to pull away and take back that deposit, no questions asked, as long as I fulfill those conditions. If I can't fulfill those conditions, then I'm able to take away the deposit and walk away from the deal, no questions asked. So what's the reason behind the deposit? We've talked about, obviously it shows the seller that you have skin in the game. All you're doing at this point is you're letting the seller know that, look, I am willing and able to part away with a portion of my money and give it to you as a security to prove to you that I'm willing to move forward with this deal. And I'm going to do that by giving you that to keep as a security while I do my due diligence, whether it's the inspection, whatever, right? So it is a way. Now, how do you do that? You do that by either a bank draft, you do that by a certified check. Obviously, it's up to the seller to see what forms that they accept. Sometimes it could be an e-transfer if you really, really want to do it that way. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as that deposit is leaving your account, going into what we call a trust account, or sometimes a realtor trust account, or sometimes even the lawyer trust account, somewhere where you know it's safe, and in the event that the deal does not come to fruition, you can walk away from it. That's why it's called a deposit, and you're parting away with it until you get it back. For more information like this, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and, like what you see. And if you want to hit the bell icon, we're going to get a lot more videos like that, and you're always going to be in the know about real estate within Ottawa. My name is Fady Khudair. Thanks again for listening.